All right. Do you support gun control or do you not support gun control?
I do not support gun control. I believe in every American's right to bear arms, and I think it's a very, very important thing that we need to defend, as well as the fact that gun control legislation doesn't work. By definition, all you wind up doing is putting guns in the hands of criminals. If it's against the law to own a gun, like in Chicago, the only people that have guns are, by definition, criminals. So, you're arming the very people that you don't want to arm. Senator Booker, when he was the mayor of Newark, was a big supporter of gun buybacks. That, to me, is one of the most ridiculous things, because now you're giving the criminal money to go buy a better weapon. So, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, one thing I want to stress, though, I come to this viewpoint in a very, very roundabout way. First of all, I've not only never fired a weapon in my life, I've never even held a real weapon. So I come to this from a purely understanding of the policy under parts of it, the philosophical meanings, and all of the positive reasons to be supporting the Second Amendment. Not because, I'm a guy who just, wants to make sure you don't take my guns because I want to go hunting. That's great, and you can do that, but that's not where I'm coming from. Also, as I said, the path I came to this, I grew up in a house with such pacifist parents who are now registered Republicans and they're voting conservative. But I grew up, I wasn't even allowed to have a cap gun as a kid. I won once at a carnival or something. I won a cap gun, and I brought it home, and my mom threw it in the garbage. She said, "You can't have that."
What about water guns?
Well, you know what? I guess I had a water gun. I did have a water gun. That was for fun to cool off in the summer, I guess.
Yeah, but that's still technically.
It's still technically a gun. Okay.
So,
he got one. So I snuck by. I hope my mom's not listening.
Scandal.
I'll be in trouble now.
The water games.
As we had these horrible, horrible tragedies, these mass shootings in the country the past several years. And it's amazing to me that the knee-jerk reaction from the other side was to say, we need to take all the guns away. Well, if you look at things that happened in Aurora, Colorado, my understanding is that the fellow who did the shootings there, he actually specifically went past 2 other movie theaters that had a carry policy that you were allowed to carry.
This is true.
He went to the theater that had a no-carry policy. You look at what happened in Sandy Hook and how that horrible, horrible tragedy. Well, Connecticut has some of the strongest gun control laws in the country, and he still got weapons, and he still did it. And to tell you the truth, with 2 young daughters, that was the situation that happened that pushed me over the edge and made me a very, very firm believer in Second Amendment rights. I would not have any ability to probably deal with the fact if I was in a situation and someone was armed and attacking my daughters, and I didn't have the ability to, at least the knowledge that I could be defending myself against that. So, yeah, the knee-jerk reaction, that's one of the big problems, right? You can't come to these things with your heart. You have to do it with your head, and then let your head educate your heart.
Definitely. Alrighty, so we're just going to roll a Shelma right now, and we're going to be back for the last 10 minutes.
Are you ready for a good time?
Hi, Silas.
Team Silas.
Team Silas.
You're cool, Silas!
Hey you, it's me, Silas Kazengwa, and join me for the most fun on radio.
It's always nice to see someone reach their dreams. Maybe you'll be the next Oprah, I don't know.
It's possible. Hour 1, let's talk the biggest headlines. We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, of course.
Why are you annoyed? Sound off in Hour 2.
Just wanted to give you guys a call. A little annoyed.
In Hour 3, we're shining a light on you. TV and movie picks, food reviews, celebrity interviews. I've got it all. Join the conversation today. It's Silas Live, Saturdays 1 to 4 p.m. on WMSC 90.3 FM.
Alrighty. We are back here. This is The Mind of Marchese. Remember, get us on Facebook.com/The Mind of Marchese, MARCHESE. And if you find us on our Facebook page, we will be putting those links so you can find Brian Goldberg's website and his Twitter and his Facebook and stay up to date with his campaign.
Thank you.
He actually just posted a whole entire list of
I did,
places.
and we're going to pin that to the top of our Facebook page.
Very good, so I'll be sure to make sure I grab that.
All right, we have a couple more questions here. Just not, that many. They're not too hard either, all right?
It's okay. Someone's going to throw hard questions at me.
All right.
Next time, we're going to get you.
Okay. I have to warm you up, so when you do, press, junkets and everything like that.
Okay.
Do you support an interventionist foreign policy or non-interventionist foreign policy?
I believe that America is exceptional. I believe that we do have an obligation to help people around the world when they need our help. So I believe in interventionist foreign policy. Again, I hope the libertarians that are listening aren't going to get too upset.
All right, and basically, what can others do to help your campaign? Because I know you said you were big.
Definitely a big question here, because I mean, there's a lot of people right now. I'm sure that they're learning now who you are, and like, well, I agree with this guy, So let's see, because we want to help in any way we can.
Thank you. So the first thing that we can talk about is right now, this phase of the campaign, we're in our petition drive mode. I need 1,000 signatures to get on the ballot by March 31st. I'm pretty sure we're going to get to that number, but the more we show up with when we file in Trenton, the more respect we're going to get, and the larger the impact. So we want to send a signal to both, in case I have any primary opponents, which right now, if you go to something like Ballotpedia, you'll see it's just Cory Booker and I listed as running in this race. But as well as we want to send the Democrats a message that here's this guy who sort of came out of nowhere, but he's got several thousand people signing his petition who are going to support him when he runs. So that's the first thing. Now, in terms of how do you sign, well, you can reach out to the campaign. Well, I guess at some point we're going to have the link on the show site, or it's www.goldberg2014.com. So you can go there and you can reach out to us, and we can either hook you up with someone who's already circulating petitions, or if you want to take it to the next step and volunteer to actually help, and that could be at a club that you belong to. If you want to go door to door, I would suggest waiting a week or two before let the snow melt. Or if you live in an apartment complex or something, that's great.
Or just get ice skates.
There you go. There you go. We can email you. We have a PDF version of the petition, so you can actually go out and collect signatures. You just have to keep track of that so we know how to get it back from you and go over some of the rules. That's really the biggest thing right now. We also are trying to attend as many events as possible across the state, so both party events, so if it's a local Republican Party or a county party event, or anything where you might think that there are people who can appreciate my message, let me know, as well as the fact that we are posting the events that we attend on our Facebook page and our website and all of our other numerous social media contact points. Come out and meet me. I'd love to meet you if you're listening. And I also want to ask you to come out and show your support. If I show up to an event and I have, 25 people showing up that are already supporting me, it certainly carries a lot more weight than when I just have the 2 or 3 paid staffers showing up with me. Although they love me, I think.
I'm sure we'll get some more. And I mean, really, just spread the word. You're listening to the show today. Today's show is actually recorded, and we're going to be getting some bites out of that so you can hear where he stands and what he's about. I mean, listen, if you support him, just spread the word.
That's it.
We need everyone to know he's here.
One of the other key ways to do that is, if you've been following the race at all, if you're into politics and you pay attention to this type of stuff, you'll see that the reporters around the state, they've mentioned me here or there, but they will even recently wrote an article and they didn't mention me. They mentioned some other people who were thinking about running in the Republican primary. And so you can get the author, whoever the reporter was, you can get their email address right off the top of the article if it's online, and shoot them an email. Give them a call. Let them know that you support me. Let them know, remind them that I'm here, and that it's not okay to forget to mention me, because I am running, I'm doing this, and that's a great way to let them know that we're out there and we're getting stronger. And of course, the last but not least, as a politician, I have to ask for money, and this is going to be a very, very expensive campaign. But I also appreciate that this is a college radio station. So, $5, $10 goes a long way. If every registered Republican in New Jersey chipped in $5, we would have pretty much our fundraising done. So, it'd be great if you want to send tons of money, but that, and of course, volunteer. If you can't pony up the money, then we certainly need volunteers as the campaign goes along. Especially in the summer, we're going to need people. We're going to be going door to door. We're going to have lawn signs. We're going to be doing phone banking, and all that good stuff. So you can sign up on our website to get on our volunteer list. Like us on Facebook, and don't just like it. Make sure you share it with your friends so that then they know to go and like it as well.